You like? Say it again so the spillers can hear you. He said my flowers look good. It's been over a year and they still look real. See the shade. Hi, spillers. He gonna speak to the spillers. See, last time you said I called her shit to speaking to him. This time you didn't say nothing.
You started over.
We had to stop, but anyway, can you speak again, please? Jesus, they didn't even have to know all that. See what I be saying? People just don't.
This is my second time.
That's why he the side chick of the podcast, because he do stuff like that. Like, be regular Douglas Miller.
Tell her to say her bloopers.
Anyway, no. If y'all saw the bloopers, y'all would be like, get somebody else to do it. Hey, spillers, this is a bonus episode. I hope you all enjoy it. It was random. We representing our self-love. Baby, let them see your self-love. My cousin from Little Rock, Southside, by way of ATL shop. Andre ATL in Atlanta. Shout out to Kat for our shirts. Thank you. But I have purchased and supported myself. I bought my own self-love. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Andre and shout out to Kat. Thank you for our shirts. This is our Funny Valentine episode. It is random. It is all that. And it's going to be quick. Like, we're not going to be on here all night. You know what I'm saying? We just got a couple of little questions. And we finna get this party started. You know? So, I'm finna record us, Mr. Wilson. And we on.
You push record on both of them. Why you never put it out the rest of the way?
Because Beyonce did something different with these. Lord, I done get somebody else to do it. Hi, spillers. Welcome to the Spill Podcast, your favorite podcast, featuring your favorite podcast host, me, your girl, Mrs. Wilson. Hi, spillers. I was fussing when y'all came on because YouTube, y'all saw it. That was a mess. But I was trying to pop my Renaissance fan from Beyonce's Beehive sale, and I popped it and I tore it a little bit, and I'm just gonna put it up, y'all. I'm not gonna do this until September 23rd when we go to Houston, baby, to see my girl live and in color. Anyway, welcome back. This is a bonus episode. Mr. Wilson and I had a little debate on the last podcast, and we're just gonna kind of talk about it just for a few minutes. So we won't go through the regular podcast itinerary. However, it's still gonna be good. So before we go any further, Mr. Mr. Wilson, what they do?
You said what?
You gonna speak to the Spillers?
I thought you was trying
Now,
to
last
correct
time you
yourself.
said I have to ask you to say
I thought you were trying
something.
to correct yourself because I didn't understand what you had just said. That's all.
You knew what I was about to say, or what I was
You
trying to
said
say.
what it do?
What it do?
Oh, see, I ain't know.
You speaking to the Spillers tonight or not?
Yeah, how y'all doing, Spillers?
Why I gotta go through this? Why me? Anyway, so this is our bonus episode. This is my Funny Valentine episode. So we're just gonna talk about love and Valentine's Day for just a few minutes. But Mr. Wilson, I need an emotional word. You know, I know this is gonna be a quick, short episode, but I still need an emotional word for my mental check-in. How are you feeling? Emotional word. Well, yeah. Y'all just see his face. Well, good. Good to hear. I'm well, Spillers. All is well. I pray that you all are well. If you're not well, say something so that we can do something. So we about to get right into it. This is our.
I'm shocked.
This is our.
I'm trying to see what's going on.
Whatever. This is our Valentine's Day episode, My Funny Valentine. And last episode, episode 10, Black Royalty, that is, episode, Mr. Wilson and I had a conversation, and he said Valentine's Day is for men and women. And I said, it's for women. But that was just me just being who I am and trying to stir up a debate. However, I had some friends to message me literally and say, Janice is one of them. Friend, you know Valentine's Day for men and women. Don't do my brother like that. And I was like, girl, get somebody else to do it. So, Spillers, I wanted to just have a quick conversation with Mr. Wilson about Valentine's Day, okay? So, the first thing I want to ask you, and it's for your opinion, is Valentine's Day for men and women, or just women, or just men? And whatever your answer is, tell us why.
It's for both.
Okay?
Because it represents love. It don't represent a woman
Mm.
or a teen. It represents love. Love is gonna come from
Okay,
a
you
woman.
said it don't represent a woman.
Yeah, 'cause
You should have said a woman or a man.
No, what I'm saying, but y'all think most women think it's for women. Most men have been confused for a long time, and they think it's for women. So, like I said, it ain't about women; it's about love. So it's for both. That's
Okay.
how I've always.
So any parties that participate in Valentine's Day festivities, both parties should be celebrated.
Yeah, like you don't go get your mama none and don't get your daddy none just because it's Valentine's Day. It's for both.
Okay.
Yeah, and if the daddy wasn't like me, he gonna tell you how you gonna come in with your mama.
But you know we can't do that because you know that's my mom and daddy's wedding anniversary.
Well,
So we gotta get them. We gotta give both of them a gift to make sure they at least whatever their dinner is on us. So,
for a long time coming up, I did think it was just for women. Cause wasn't no man, only man in the house was me and my brother. So by the time they come, mama gets something.
Shower
She
her.
the only one got something.
Yes, Miss Janice. But listen, some cities, some states beg to differ, and I know for a fact Chicago is one of those states cities because in Chicago, I learned this when I went to college. Shout out to Tennessee State University. With a lot of friends that I know and I met from Chicago, Illinois, but they have Valentine's Day where they do for their women, and then they have like a booze day. I cannot think right now because this is like off the top, but I cannot think of the holiday. Larice is gonna tune in and she's gonna let me know what it is. But Chicago folk, they celebrate a day. Chicago, Milwaukee, just Midwest people. They celebrate like a lover's day for the men. So the women is Valentine's Day, and then there's a day that they celebrate for the men. For me, Spillers, whatever it is that you and your person decide from day one, then that's what I do. You know, I have never been in a situation to where Valentine's Day was celebrated by both parties. Like, I felt like I was always the one that shut up, Mr. Wilson, that should have been on a pedestal. And don't start. And I felt like I was the one that should have been on a pedestal, and Valentine's Day was for me. But almost 4 years ago, when my husband came around and we celebrated our first Valentine's Day, he was looking at me like, you got me giving you this stuff. What we doing, sis? Like, you ain't give me nothing. I was like, Valentine's Day for women. And he was like,
give me a bottle of cologne on Valentine's. Do something. I don't want no teddy bear, no candy.
And I don't want teddy bears again either.
That's what you give me Valentine's Day.
Is that what you purchased for me for Valentine's Day? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. No, you always give me something Valentine's Day. You don't get your life. Oh,
well, things have changed.
Yeah, and we'll get there. We'll get there in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But don't give me no teddy bears and no candy. Like, I don't play about that. You and Mackenzie gonna eat the candy.
The last teddy bears, I guess you slept on, slide.
I did. That's because we were long distance.
What's wrong with them now?
You right here. You my teddy bear, baby.
They last longer than flowers.
But they don't last longer than you.
Yeah, I know that. So
Okay,
you
so
Valentine's Day long over you good.
My flowers, you already know.
We
getting into that, but you know. Anyway, so when it comes to celebrating Valentine's Day, how do you feel about it? Like, do you feel like it's a holiday that should be celebrated?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't feel like we should go all out like that. Now, a dinner, that's cool. Whether you cook it or you go after it. But I don't think you have to get all clean.
Yeah.
Go to this fancy restaurant.
And I think once you are older, you know what I'm saying. It's one of those holidays that you're just like, like as long as if you're celebrated and loved all year round, then that is going to be a holiday that you're not really putting emphasis on. You're gonna celebrate it a little bit because it's what we do, you know. But you're not gonna just break your neck and kill yourself. And I'm that type of person. For Valentine's Day spillers, I love flowers. My husband knows that.
See,
But
she
he
ain't gonna get none.
but he gets me flowers all year round.
She expect them. When she expect them on the day she want them, I don't get mad. So she don't get them, and she don't get them. I don't get them.
Yeah.
But then I come on one day.
Yeah.
And I just get them
randomly,
and that's because she want them now. Because you want them, you don't get them.
But that's often though. When he randomly brings me flowers, that's often. It's not on a special occasion. It's not a birthday. It's not a Valentine's Day or an anniversary. It's random, and I appreciate that.
What you just had? You wanted something for?
I didn't want nothing for my Founder's Day, but you did bring me some. You did
Cause
bring
I
your.
know you like to be celebrated. You like to celebrate. When you came, you said, "Baby, it's my Founder's Day today." I said, "Oh, so you trying to celebrate, huh?"
But listen, y'all. When he first moved to Little Rock, I'm gonna tell y'all this story. We're moving on. We've been together since 2019. He moved to Little Rock in 21. When he first moved to Little Rock, his first Founder's Day in Little Rock, January 15th, 2000. Yeah, well, no, he wasn't even here. Were you here? Anyway, when he moved here, you moved here in 20, my bad. January 15, 2021 was his first Founder's Day with me. He has to be at work at, shut up. Go cover the microphone up. He had to be at work still at 7 a.m., but he gets up at 5. And that time I had just happened to get up early with him. I woke up singing my sorority hymns, doing all of that for our Founder's Day. You remember? We went downtown. You did my little mini photo shoot for me. Like, you went all out. He never brought me no flowers or nothing. But this Founder's Day a couple of weeks ago, y'all, that Negro came in the house with a dozen of pink. I was like, oh.
It's the second one, third one he ain't gonna give me none.
I said, look at, well, I didn't think about that anyway. I didn't think for you to bring me nothing to celebrate my Founder's Day.
I know.
Because you know me and my sorors is gonna do
But
it.
still, you ain't talking about them. Talking about you.
Well, I'm glad you acknowledge that your wife wants to celebrate.
Mac can graduate right now, but you want something too?
Yeah, I do, because her mama, I pushed her out hell, and she scared to graduate because of me. I was just like, anyway, but I appreciate that. So we said all of that to say, whenever you are, when you're celebrated on a regular, Valentine's Day is good. It's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But for me, I'm not trying to be in no restaurants, fighting no crowds. I'm not trying to be sitting down waiting hours because everybody want to come out with their boo. Like, that is beautiful. I promise it is. I have nothing against it. But my patience, it's somebody else to do it.
What if you were still trying to get me? Would you be going out like that?
Absolutely. When you were still trying to get me at the beginning, were we going out like that?
I was just trying to see what your patience was.
No. Like, I'm just not I'm claustrophobic. My anxiety, kicks in when it's a lot. If I'm not, the most I'll do is like a live music setting. You know what I'm saying? But just trying to get to a restaurant to sit down and eat for Valentine's Day, no.
Well, you said in these last 4 years, so what have you learned that a man would love to have for Valentine's Day?
From my man, I've learned peace and quiet.
Okay.
You would much rather be at the house.
I ain't say where you want to go. I said what he would want. Because you know, girls want the flowers. They want so what you think your man want?
You don't want nothing. Like, you get stuff on the regular, so that's not a worry for you. But if we were the relation or the couple type to celebrate Valentine's Day, then yeah, you would want a cologne. You like shirts and clothes, nice things. Like, you would want all of that. But you get that all the time randomly.
Good idea.
So, good idea in my ass. Yeah, you do. My next question, Mr. Wilson. So, we celebrate Valentine's Day, Boo Day, Lover's Day, all of that. But let's talk about the side chicks and the sneaky links when these holidays come along. Do you think that side chicks and sneaky links should be gifted for Valentine's Day? Or do you think they should play their role and be satisfied without being acknowledged?
Their role is to be gift.
Mm.
You said side chick?
And sneaky links, you know, the side chicks for the women and the sneaky links. I mean, the side chicks for the men and the sneaky links for the women.
Oh, well, yeah, they should be gift. They get a gift, or however they go, you know, they give it or receive it.
So how are they gifted though? If for
Just messing with each other. If they the side chick,
mm-hmm.
that mean he come to her when he need her, right? Okay, he come get her that gift. On Valentine Day, just give her a little card. Let him feel appreciated, cause he gonna need that gift again.
So just go over like real quick for a few minutes and say, let me buy this for you. You know what I'm saying? You not gotta go home.
She already know she a side chick. She gonna appreciate it even more if he get her something.
Okay, so what about the man with the woman?
The same thing. It's vice versa. It don't change just cause of what it is.
Ooh.
They need loving, so they need their gift.
I mean, everybody need loving, and it's different stroke for different folk, but
like you said, it's how you come into it. If they come in, but no, cause sometimes you have to run into them problems to understand them problems. But they come into it and it's.
Why would you run into those problems or not
Because
just have a conversation?
Y'all ain't even thinking about it. Y'all just meeting. Say y'all meeting in the beginning, not the beginning, after Valentine. Say y'all meet in March. Valentine over.
March.
You know? Now y'all finna date all the way into next Valentine. If you don't say nothing to him all during that time, you think Valentine will come up and he just supposed to up and get you something. And what if he thinking the same way about you? He ain't gonna say nothing to you, but you supposed to up and get him something. And then come to 14 and none of one of you niggas gave each other nothing. Then what you gonna do? You got to, sometimes you got to run into them problems to understand. You ain't probably thinking about that. Cause you wasn't thinking about no Valentine. I wasn't thinking about getting you no Valentine when I met you.
You just went back like your man.
No, it's just coming.
Well, not with me, but I'm just saying well, when we got that wasn't our goal. You had to. So that you're not answering the question. The question is for sneaky link and side chick. We came into our situation knowing what we wanted and what our end goal was in mind. We're talking about people that are in full-blown relationships, marriages, and they got somebody that they're dealing with on the side faithfully.
And that sad one there, cause she thinks she got a chance one of these goddamn days.
So,
she ain't just hanging there for nothing. She getting something. I'm telling you that you don't be no side chick or no signal for nothing. So when Valentine come, yeah, give him something. I told you from the
that was my question.
I think they should get something. I think they should be gifted cause they giving each other's gifts already. Just give them a card on Valentine's Day.
A card.
That's why I say they'll feel appreciated. They know you got a wife at home. You finna go all out
for a husband.
And you come and give them something, you still gonna make them feel like something, even though they know you finna go over here. They know where you at all the time.
So for the ones that don't get anything, do you think it's fair but
shame on them. They ain't for nothing.
do you think it's fair if they don't receive anything and they expose their person? Like if I'm in a whole situationship and I know that this person is married, but this person don't acknowledge me, don't text me happy Valentine's Day, don't give me a box of chocolates, let me go ahead and put him out on Facebook and share our screenshots and share our pictures. Do you feel like that person is wrong for exposing them? Because people do get angry.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say
but I feel like in that case, like we can't get angry because we're going in, like you said earlier, we're going into a situation that we know that we're not supposed to be in. However, we grown. We doing what we want to do, and we feeling how we feeling at that moment. So yeah, let me see what this is about. Then we get into that situation, and I don't care what anybody says. When you are sexually or physically connected with somebody, when you're when you having sex with somebody, that stirs up some type of emotional connection. Like, ain't nobody just out here friends with benefits and there are no emotions or none of that attached.
There's so many of them, what people call them, 304.
That's it, yeah.
Well, I'm saying they attack because you got some out here that's how they done been built. They done grew up to. They cold hearted. They don't love no man. Damn, girl, you better. What's wrong with you? I got some straight.
Well,
304.
can
I say oh?
No.
Oh well,
You said it, but in my time when I had the friend with benefit stuff, like I wasn't a 304. So let me make, I know you did it, but I'm just saying it for the spillers. However, whomever I was dealing with at the time, never married, never nobody in a relationship that I knew at the time I was dealing with the person. But there was some type of emotional connection. You know what I'm saying?
Sucker for love.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not the only sucker for love in the world.
But everybody ain't like that. You got people out here that do that and don't have no feelings.
So for the ones that are like that, when you deal with people and you are physically and sexually active with that person,
Don't get none.
and you know that that person is in a relationship, marriage, whatever it is the opposite person wrong for exposing whomever they're dealing with?
Shame on them.
So they're not. Shame on them. So you're wrong. So you feel like you're wrong. Okay. I mean, that's
No. I don't feel like they're wrong for exposing.
But you said shame on them.
Shame on them.
Okay,
Because
for
that's
getting
what
emotionally
happens when you
attached.
do it. Something gonna happen. It's gonna come out anyway.
Yeah.
So it might have been better for it to come out because she mad you ain't get enough of Valentine. Then it to come out for something, because it's gonna come out. Either way it go, it ain't gonna be sweet. You gotta deal with it. You know not to mess with them. I ain't never on no more. She in the spot.
Well, listen. I'm just grateful those days are over. I had, you know what I'm saying, put myself in a situation to where
you ain't got
none
no
of that,
friend
none of
with
that,
no benefit.
you know, long as I give me some good flowers, you know, our meal is already out, you know, and I'm good. Like, you know, I'm good.
Okay, you saying as long as you get you some good flowers, like that's all you selling about. So that's all you want. So if you don't get the
Settling?
flower, so if you don't, you have to
Settling?
own the flower because you say you get flower. I just told you.
Do you give me rings? Do you give me
Nah,
necklaces?
I just said
Do you give me diamonds?
you don't get flowers when you want them. So if you don't get them on when that
Tuesday.
on Tuesday.
On when?
Tuesday. You don't get 'em on Tuesday. When is you gonna get? What you gonna be mad? You gonna miss Valentine Day up for us cause you didn't get your flower?
I'm getting some flowers on Tuesday, like in your voice, and that's just that. So hey, I'm not worried about it.
I am the traditional man.
You're definitely not the traditional man, but
So
you
you
know
might
your
get-
wife.
you
You know
might get it Monday.
you know your wife. Listen, you know your wife. You know she loves flowers,
You might get it
and you
Monday.
know she better not have any flowers before 11:59 p.m. Tuesday, as you stated. Yeah. So if you do it before, that's between you and God. But I know I better have me some flowers. No, y'all just see him in here. He just, you a mess. So listen, I was listening to, I love listening to podcasts. And I try to listen to different ones so that I can kind of hear different perspectives when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriages, friendships, when it comes to all of that. Because I feel like it's important. I'm a forever learner. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's the educator in me that always wants to learn. So I heard some questions, and I just wanted to ask a couple of relationship questions. And we can go ahead, wrap this thing up. So the first question I want to ask, and this is for myself and for the spillers, what is something about me, Mr. Wilson, that has surprised you? What is something about me that you never would have thunk? So when you realize it or learn it, you're like,
I can't see it. If I can't want to allow me.
Is it vulgar? Like, what is it? Sexual? Like,
You said tell you, and I did. You just said it that part.
well, think about something. Yeah.
But that's just you said that. Just explain that to again how you just said it. That's how I seen it. I said it. Tell me how you said it.
Something about me that you were surprised to learn until we were together, or you really got to know me, or.
Can I say it? Well, I had already pictured it. Can I say it? Because I just told you about this.
But if it's something that's like extremely vulgar or something like that, then no, I would want you to. We don't want to know everything. Well, can you come up with something else? Because there has to be something else. I got a lot about you.
Yeah, you like a Bible. You learn stuff every day. But I can't. Phone. I mean, it's a lot I can name. You don't pick your phone up. You don't have your phone that much.
Mm.
Not unless I'm gonna step outside and you grab it. You ain't been mind driving lately. But see, you ain't noticed that. So why I want to put that in your face and you
Well,
start driving? You know what I'm saying? You don't get that.
But it's not okay.
You said stuff that you ain't been doing. I'm telling you stuff that you don't usually do that shot.
Well, I didn't say nothing that I had been doing. I was saying is tell me something that you have noticed or you learned about me that you would not have thunk it. So let's go back to
go back.
January 20. I'm sorry, July 26, 2019. Start there, right? In the South End, grandma porch. I'm looking how I'm looking. You looking how you looking. So from there, that timeline all the way up until Valentine's Day 2023. What is something about me that you would not have thought?
I can't say it because it started from that point.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it now. It's something that you rather not share.
Yeah, you started it from that point. The day we met, you started it. The first day we seen each other again. When I first come back down from Texas,
Mm-hmm.
the first conversation we had, you started it.
Okay. All right, well, we go.
Yeah, you know what I'm about.
You don't want to get it right. Well, I can tell you something that I noticed. You're more analytical than I thought. Like I felt like because you were real quiet and laid back, you know what I'm saying? I appreciated that and I felt like it was like a balance. Like, yeah, this social butterfly and this real cool, chill guy. But you are you're not, I don't want to say judgmental, but when it comes to, yeah, you definitely have it in you, but you are like, you're analytical about it though. You don't just judge people or situations and be like, eh. You say, well, this is how I feel about this and this is why and that's that. So I've learned that about you.
It took you.
It took me a while. Yeah, it took me a while to learn that because you never really said much. But the last a year or two, no, I didn't. I just thought you was like quiet and just laid back and just cool.
So
Modi.
I'm still like that.
I mean, you cool, but
well, I'm laid back too. I don't know what you're talking
get somebody else to do
you,
it.
like I told you, you created this. Blame yourself. Yeah, what you talking You want to talk about? You created this.
See what I be
I was
saying,
quiet.
Steelers?
Yeah,
I'm just trying to have a cool.
But I like it though. I mean, it ain't nothing I'm mad about. But that's why you learning more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ask questions to learn stuff. I watch people. I got a PhD in watching.
Mm-hmm.
I watch you all the time. I watch you walk. You be talking about what you like about. This little stuff you can't even change, the little walk. Every time I see you walk, I like to see you walk. Get mad and walk through here. Yeah, it's just little stuff. Your little laugh, or when you say, when I make you mad, you be like, oh, whatever, whatever. I like to hear that. I don't know, it's just little stuff like that. It's weird, but that little stuff I like to hear. I don't want that. I don't know what everybody else be looking for.
Yeah.
I just like what feels natural to me.
Okay, what feels natural? I like that.
Well, keep doing it.
Whatever. I'm talking about keep doing it. So, speaking of what feels natural to you, I feel like when it comes to relationships, marriages, situationships, or people trying to figure out exactly what it is, it's a little hard for people to let things be natural. And I feel like it may be hard because we're so anxious. We want what we want. And whatever it is that we want it to be like that, and that's it. And if it's not like that, we're trying to force it or make it be like that. When it comes to going into relationships, marriages, I feel like going into them natural is the best thing to do. Like, be your complete self, your naked self. I mean, I'm talking about naked to the fact to where you don't.
Don't tell her, look, I ain't got no credit.
Look,
My credit bad.
I'm just saying, you
I'm finna tell you everything about
yeah,
this. So,
yes,
so when this person come tell you, look, I already told you, I
right,
told you everything about me.
yes.
So when a person accept you for that, then it make everything.
And that's what I was getting to. Like, do you feel like it's imperative that we actually let a person know our complete? Especially, I feel like it is when you know it's something that you want long term. But do you feel like it's important that we go into our situationships that we're one to be a relationship and a marriage or whatever? It's like just naked, letting them know everything. I mean, we women, we ain't no lashes, no makeup, no wigs. Men going into it, you know what I'm saying? They don't have them little toupees. You know, they not doing the blackouts, the Beijing's. They talk about, listen, my credit here, especially if you meet a woman that's like on her you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I think opposites always is good, it's attract.
Mm-hmm.
Cause if both of y'all on the same shit, y'all ain't gonna get what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't. That's just how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I know you feel different. You know.
Well, no,
women,
not necessarily.
well, not you, but women feel different. If they going out looking for somebody, they don't want no. I ain't gonna say all of them. Why I say you can't speak on them, but some women be like they want a man with some money. So the man got everything else, but he ain't got no money. So that right there, they not attracted to him because he ain't got that money.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the man ought to be happy because if she can't accept him like that,
Mm-hmm. When he get the money,
when he get the money, when he get
that's
the
all
lose
she
it,
wants.
she
Yeah,
gonna lose it.
yeah, she gonna move around. Yeah.
So yeah, when you come in, somebody gonna have to be strong. That's why I say it's good for somebody got to be weak, and then somebody got to be strong. Can't two weak people come into it? Somebody got to have a little strength.
Mm.
That's just how I see it now. Everybody damaged,
Mm-hmm.
but if both of y'all coming to each other, somebody got to have to me, a little more confidence, a little more self-esteem. That's how you gonna open the door.
Mm.
That's how I opened the door with you. I said, I'm gonna tell you everything. So, you get to hearing stuff. I don't want you coming back asking me because I'm gonna tell you now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they telling you something I done forgot about. You know what
And
I'm saying?
neither.
Yeah, then we gonna straighten that up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like the stronger person, whoever it is in a relationship, they ought to be the one to try to open it up. You know, ask, don't tell them something about it. Tell them a little bit at a time. You tell them a little bit, and if you hear it again, you don't want, I ain't telling them nothing else. And don't tell them nothing else. That's when you start lying to them. I guess don't give me the tips.
But I agree. It's better to hear from that person than to hear from somebody else. So just make sure you're real transparent from day one because that'll be real bad. Especially if you, and I feel like that's important for people to know that people that are in like really public marriages and relationships and all that where a lot of people know either party or both parties, like it's imperative that you go into it, you know what I'm saying, just telling everything, you know what I'm saying. It need to be a blank slate by the time y'all go to the altar because everybody know everything about everybody. Can't nobody come up and say this, that, be it from the past. Like, you know, don't nobody need that. And when you find a person that you're able to converse with like that, you're able to confidently share, you know what I'm saying, past stuff and things that you've been through without feeling like that person is judging you, and y'all build from there and y'all grow and go, I feel like that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's what make power couples. Making power couples don't mean no celebrity status.
Right. You gotta start from the bottom, baby.
It's just,
From the bottom, now we here.
both of y'all damaged and y'all working to get back right.
And not everybody's going to be damaged. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody has been through something. We all go through something. And even in some relationships, marriages, one person may come in more damaged than the other. But not everybody is damaged. So don't base it on.
Oh, everybody damaged if you live.
I mean, we all have been through something. But
when I say damage, I ain't talking about relationships. You talking to relationships.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be and didn't have no bad relationship for you to mess up one cause somebody else done did you wrong. damage is you being damaged, your feelings being hurt, you being disappointed, you being upset you ain't ready to get your way. Whether it's your mama, your daddy, your brother, whoever it is, cause you're spoiled. Not talking about you, cause but just cause you're spoiled. What you looking at? What you looking at me like, why you talking about me? No, I ain't talking about you. But I'm just saying people be damaging, not just relationship wise. But if you ain't never had no good relationship, say you just starting a date and you in your 20s. And you ain't never been in a relationship. You get this good relationship, but you don't know it's good. Cause all the friends your environment, they been bad. You just been damn, you been hurt by everybody. They lied to them. I'm buying your car when you graduate. You didn't get that car, you mad.
Right.
You study again, you do damage. Everybody lying to you. So when you get with this person,
you gon'
and he ain't promising you that right off the top.
Or she.
He or she ain't promised you that, but you can see the potential in them helping you. And they don't do it, you mad. No, that's why I say people be damaged, but they got to talk about it. It ain't gotta be no relationship. It'll be worse if it's a relationship.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. So damaged goods it could be a blessing or it could be a curse. It just depends on who the damaged person is. So I agree with that. That was good, Mr. Wilson.
I was damaged when I got you.
Were you damaged?
Yeah, I was damaged. What? I ain't got no trust in no woman. That was over.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we had that conversation from the beginning because
And I told my baby, and I said, when I told her, I said, babe, I'm gonna get married. She was like, nah, you ain't. I said, I am. Why you gonna get married? I said, cause this the first woman that I have ever opened up to. And everything I told her, she accepted it. And it wasn't no lie, she accepted it. That's all, that got me right there. I ain't have to lie. My uncle and them always told me, tell the truth to get you a woman. I'm telling the truth.
Got you one, didn't it? Okay, so this is my last question in regards to Valentine's Day. I'm gonna go back to that because this is my funny Valentine episode, and I did just want to make this episode because people do, to me, take Valentine's very literal, and they be serious about that thing. So do you think we should take it literal, even when you're in a marriage, a serious relationship with a person that you know you love, you know that's who you're going to be with, you know you're not going anywhere? Should we take a holiday like Valentine's Day literal? And I'm asking this, Village, because people compare Valentine's Day, some people, to Easter, to Christmas, to Thanksgiving. They say that they're all pagan, they're all man-made holidays. Ain't none of them different. They man-made. So what's the difference? So when it comes to Valentine's Day, because I don't put Valentine's Day on the same level as I put Thanksgiving and Christmas. Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, oh no, I'm shouting, praising, thanking, celebrating, cooking. I'm doing all of those holidays. But Valentine's Day to me is not on that level. I appreciate it, but it's not on that level. What you what?
The only people I see celebrating Valentine's Day is the ones that be out there with them halls selling them baskets. They be celebrating. They making a killing out there.
And why they start so early?
They be celebrating. They be out there. They have stuff all around the truck. All of them. Come steal you one. They got a bunch of them.
Shut up, kid.
They're the ones be celebrating. Now, like I say, me coming up, I ain't never seen nobody just go all out on Valentine's. They didn't. I mean, it's a.
So none of your uncles or big cousins.
It's like a quiet, peaceful. Just they don't. I don't know. They ain't really do nothing like that. They did more at the church than they did on Valentine's Day.
So listen, let me ask you this: like with your past girlfriends and all that, did y'all like go in when it came to Valentine's Day? Like, how was that for you? Did you do balloons, big stuff?
I had one girlfriend.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and you didn't do all that? Okay, you
I mean,
did.
she was my baby mama.
Right.
So, yeah, what I did for her. We
Right.
did that year.
Right.
I was young, like I said, I thought it was about the woman. I ain't asked for nothing.
What?
Give me a little booty in there. I ain't asked for nothing. I ain't know no better.
And of course she gonna give you some booty because you just shower her.
I ain't know no better. You supposed to give me that and something else.
What? Shut up.
I ain't know no better. Oh, I said, I ain't know no better then.
Well, that
But yeah, I ain't have no. I wasn't the type to run around. I wasn't into the dating game. I was into the friends with benefit game, not the dating game. I wasn't into. No, you can go out. Then I love Red Lobster. Then that's all I ate was Red Lobster. That was it. It was high. Cause they take no anybody.
I'm telling you, I mean, Red Lobster.
Valentine Day, it's me and the family. They ain't taking care. That's why we ain't get us some shots to eat some Valentine. Girl, you gonna find something we're gonna do with the girl.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't all of that. So you blessed.
Ooh, well,
blessed, baby. You
that is going to wrap up this episode. This is just a bonus episode, Spillers, that I wanted to talk about and share with you all about Valentine's Day. So shout out to my funny Valentine, my husband, Mr. Wilson. Thank you for popping up with me doing this. You know, we got a good episode coming up next with the Wilsons 1.0 and with the Johnsons. That's coming up next. Coming up ASAP. So get ready for that. Is there anything else you want to share with the Spillers?
Y'all be good, be safe, drive safe.
And have
Make sure y'all cook your man some breakfast in the morning.
Valentine's Day on a work day.
I said in the morning.
Oh,
we just said we don't say like I said, cook y'all men some breakfast in the morning. Then the man gonna cook it for y'all too in the morning.
I'm not cooking up breakfast, but I do want a nice dinner. Thank you so much, Mr. Wilson, for joining us. We appreciate you. And just say bye to the Spillers. One time for the one time.
See y'all still. I mean, Spillers.
See what I be saying? I just don't understand. Just ghetto. The ghetto. Talking about the ghetto. Okay, I'm about to do my encouragement part about love. Go and go if you're going. Bye. Tell Kenzie I hear her.
You coming outside with me?
As soon as I finish, I'll be out there. It's gonna take me not even 2 minutes. Because I'm gonna export it so I can come out. So I am at the end, Spillers, and this is to our encouraging segment of the podcast. I had to do something quick and fun real quick because I knew. And I was so excited, y'all, because Mr. Wilson didn't know none of the questions that I was going to ask him. So for him to just operate the way that he did, I'm proud of him. And this is our date night. So let me see what it said. Shout out to Mr. Wilson once again for joining your girl on this bonus episode. I just wanted to talk about Valentine's Day, love, just different random questions for a quick second. I did have a few of my Spillers, shout out to y'all, to reach out to me about their concerns, their agreements or disagreements about Valentine's Day. So I just wanted to talk about that. But Spillers, you know how I do. At the end of every episode, I send you all off with some Spill encouragement. The Spill encouragement this week, Spillers, is coming from one of my most favorite scriptures, a scripture that we learned in premarital counseling, a scripture that I learned before that, and a scripture that I hold dear to my heart daily. It is 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7. It reminds us, Spillers, that love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy or boast, it is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endure all things. Listen, in a nutshell, Spillers, love requires work. But if it's pure and if it's real, you'll put in the work, Spillers, because you know the work that you are putting in is going to be worth it. Before we can love anyone, Spillers, we must first have to love ourselves. That is how you learn and know love. Do not get so caught up in what love looks like. We see the different couples on social media and people around us or in our face, and we feel like, that's love. Uh-uh. Love yourselves, spillers. Love Jesus first, yourselves second, and I promise any other love that's meant for you will find you. It will find its way to you, and it will be for you. Okay, spillers? Thank you all so much for joining us in this bonus episode. I'm excited. I'm happy. I love it. And I hope you all enjoy it. We will see you all soon for our next episode, and it's gonna be dope, okay? This is your girl, Mrs. Wilson, and until next time, I am signing